Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to give you some gift ideas on what you can buy for your creative friends for this holiday season or for Christmas or the New Year. And right now I'm at Basha Graphic Books. This is the best art book store in Singapore, and you can see for yourself why that is so. Basha Graphic Books currently have a sale going on and it's going to last until the 31st of December. This is one of my favorite section of the store because it has all these sketch books. This is one of my favorite books that was published this year, Dare to Sketch, a guide to drawing on the go by Felix Scheinberger. The sketches in this book are lovely. I really love the loose style, the watercolor. This is another book by Felix Scheinberger, which is really good. There are a lot of watercolor tips and tricks in this book. I'm not sure if you guys have seen these handbook size art books before. They are also my favorites. Actually, I have a lot of favorite art books. There are actually a few books in this series. So in each one of these books, they are filled with lots of sketching tips and techniques, lots of ideas, inspiration, and beautiful artworks from artists all around the world. So for every 2 pages, we have a technique that is featured. This is a book that I come back to quite often to get some inspiration because there are so many different styles that you can look at. And they are not very expensive, so they are really worth the money. And this is the comic book released by my friend Drew Skip this year. This is a great gift for parents or parents-to-be. There are lots of humorous parenting stories that I think all parents can relate to. I've already bought a few copies of this book before, so I would highly recommend this. And if you happen to be in Singapore, you can get a copy of this. This is the Urban Sketches Singapore Sketchbook Volume 2. They have Volume 1 as well. This book is really thick. Here are some pages from the book. There are many stories about the neighborhoods in Singapore. All these sketches are actually drawn by my friends. I have some sketches included in the book as well. This is another book that I highly recommend, An Illustrated Life, written by Danny Gregory. This is the first volume. The second volume is An Illustrated Journey. An Illustrated Life gives you a peek into the private sketchbooks of artists, illustrators, and designers. So you can see sketchbooks from Robert Crumb, James Jean, Kathy Johnson, Chris Ware, and other amazing artists. As for Illustrated Journey, the sketchbooks featured in this book are mostly travelogue sketchbooks, which is actually my favorite type of sketchbooks. The artworks in both books are really beautiful, and I also enjoy the stories very much. This is another great book for people who like to sketch, Sketch City. This is actually published by Basha Graphic Books. This book has lots of tips and techniques as well, beautiful artworks. I don't think you can go wrong with this book. It's really fantastic. And this is a new art book released by Dorothy J. Hui, who is a concept artist working here in Singapore. The artworks featured in this book are actually plein air paintings. That means they were drawn on location. All these are actually digital art. So Dorothy paints and sketches all this on her iPad. Alright, let's check out other sections in the store. All these books are related to animation, video games, and movies. Personally, I prefer sketchbooks or instructional books because they are more timeless. I think I have mentioned this book before in one of my earlier videos. This is the book that I always recommend to beginners who want to learn how to draw. You can learn drawing within a week or two with this book. No kidding, this book is that good. Instructional books are a bit difficult to buy as gifts because you may not know what your friends like or what media they use or whether they like the style, because art is quite subjective. You probably know that. This is a fantastic book as well. Mastering Composition by Ian Roberts. Basher Graphic Books do stock a few Japanese art books as well. And this one is a good one by Tatsuyuki Tanaka, Cannabis Works Volume 2. These are some pages from the book. The art is just fantastic. When it comes to buying gifts, I like my gifts to be practical. I think tote bags, they make very practical gifts, and there are some pretty nice designs here. This one is nice. If your friends paint, you can consider getting sketchbooks for them to draw in. This is the Academy sketchbook. This is the paper sample. This is Italian Rosa Pina paper. This is a print making paper. Not watercolor paper, but it can handle watercolor quite well. And this is the sketchbook that I brought to Tokyo for my holiday. And I sketched a lot in this sketchbook. You may notice that I recommended a lot of sketchbooks, and that's because sketchbook is something that I think anyone can enjoy, and they are very timeless. So you can have a sketchbook that you buy today and you can still refer to it 10 years later. That's what I do. If you did not get all the names of the sketchbook that I mentioned earlier, I'm going to put their names down in the video description below. So those are my gift ideas, and that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye!